I would move that the council adopt this resolution related to COVID-19 as presented in the council this evening.
I'll second it.
Further discussion?
I am worried by the resolution of it. I agree with the idea and the responsibility to safety of our community, but I don't agree with the way that it's being presented and passing it. Because I know that in 3 weeks or 6 days after Thanksgiving, there's going to be another surge. We've been dealing with this. The community and the citizens of the United States know that COVID's out there. We're bombarded with it all the time. We can keep throwing it at them and telling them, here's what you got to do, but I'm wearing a mask. Not because I believe in it, but I respect you guys, okay? I think that we need to have a respect of the community. I'm not saying COVID doesn't exist. I'm saying we need to figure out what actually hits, I don't want to hit the citizens in the pocketbook until they do this, fine them until they wear their mask. The idea is, I think that as a council, we can all look at the camera and say, guys, be safe out there, wash your hands, but I don't think we need to have a hand-washing police force out there. And stay out of bars and restaurants and everything else to make sure quality of life, what it is.
I don't think that this tells you to stay out of bars or anything, it's just encouragement.
Right, and I agree with Nate, whereas this does have good ideas in it and everything else, and I agree with the ideas, I just don't think it should be a resolution voted on by the council personally. That's just me. I agree that we should encourage people to do what they've been doing, because people, if you look around, people are taking it seriously. It's not a matter of not taking it seriously, it's a matter of overstepping where we need to be.
I don't think this is a mandate.
No, but it's a resolution.
But it's the City of Scottsbluff saying, avoid confined spaces and stay away from churches and, but we want to keep the schools open, but stay away from this. It doesn't, I have a problem with the resolution, I'm sorry. And I'm not going to highlight every phrase I have a problem with, it seems very wordy.
Isn't this the same thing that Panhandle Public Health is telling us every day, that we're already...
So why are we doing it?
Right, well, then that's just it. They are telling people this, but I don't think it's the city's job to tell people to wear a mask, which is what it's telling them to do. It's not mandating it, but it's telling them to do it. I don't think that's our place.
Panhandle's already doing this.
But it's just showing support for our hospital and our hospital staff and, those people that don't have the immune system and that could contract it and possibly die. It's just showing support. I believe that Gearing did the same thing. I don't know, maybe I'm incorrect, but they voted on one as well.
I don't know if they have a mask mandate on their building, so I couldn't go to the meeting.
Yeah, we have one community down over across the rivers putting that mask mandate in their council chambers, asking their council members to wear masks. And we've got the other community on their side of the river with a whole different approach.
Correct. Freedom.
Well, again, I think this is more about people's lives,
Yeah.
not about people's freedom.
I would agree to disagree, because if masks worked, I'd agree with you, but I don't think they work. They have specific places where they're useful.
The county approved their resolution, 2 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, they did not, and they did that, if I am mistaken, off of the legal issues.
Quarantines and all that are only effective if you get 100% compliance. We're not looking at what the outcomes are, we're just looking at doing it because everybody else is doing it. How long are we going to, this is part of normal, every day, this is the way it's going to be.
It's turned into political theater.
It is not political, this is going to be here for a while, and yes, we need to, acknowledge the health risks, but I would acknowledge this letter from Panhandle Health, but I just have a hard time saying it's our place to do this. I really do.
Well, I guess this is the forum for leadership, so that's why I'm supporting this. I think people are looking for that right now because their health is being impacted, their community is being impacted. So call the roll, please.
There's no
Green.
motion, is there?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a motion in a
You
second.
made a motion.
Okay.
Jeanne made a second.
Cool.
Green,
No.
Schaub,
No.
Shaver,
No.
Gonzalez,
Yes.
McKerrigan,
Yes.
I'm